So there's a fairly common criticism of VTubers broadly that a lot of smaller VTubers at least are not super expressive. And well, I definitely agree with that. I can also be guilty of not being as expressive as I should be. I am definitely working on it. It's something I'm trying to be more aware of. Unfortunately, I am limited to only being able to do head tracking right now because I'm not paying for my hand tracking app, because like it's renting a hand tracking app that's not perfect, so I'm just dropping it for now. But somebody did recently put out a tweet on November 2nd that really caught my attention, and I really appreciated that they did this. RainyRentyn put out a tweet saying, "You could have the best tracking, but if you don't emote, it won't either. I also spent hours with when I first got my model practicing and changing settings to better express when I did IRL. I've gotten better at using it over time to be more real." We will be playing the full clip, don't you worry about that. I just want to say thank you to all the kindness on this video. It's honestly, in my opinion, well deserved. We will get to that. I'm happy it could help some people out. I'll be making more like this soon. Help those with many VTubing questions. Thank you all for the support as well. Like, I'm glad this blew up. Also, for anyone asking, I'm using an iPhone 12 iFacial mocap and Ultra Leap Stereo IR 170 hand tracker and VC face. Below is where I put my hand tracker, right under their keyboard. So like, I'm guessing that's where I would put my leap motion if I ever eventually get one. But let's take a look at her tracking. And she's doing an example real time of her face and her face. It's trippy.
All right, see? Now you can see just how like, oh, well, reactive my model is to me. Wow, isn't that so cool? Then you get to see like what I look like, what she looks like, what we look like. Is pretty cool. So, yeah. We're both very reactive, and this is just what I'm like all the time. You know, there's a thing about VTubing that I think a lot of VTubers don't do. VTubing is acting. It is acting, and so if you're not like very move
expressive,
active. Mobile's a good word. Then your model's not gonna move either. Yeah, expressive is also a good word. All right.
Thank you.
See?
I forgot she responded with that at the end of the video. But yeah, you get an example, or you get an idea of what she's talking about. I can leave it playing so you can just keep. I'll leave it muted and playing while I'm talking. Fuck it. But as you can see, she spent a lot of time getting the rigging right with her model, and a lot of VTubers like me haven't really put the time into fully getting it done, like fully getting the tracking going. A lot of it, like the hand tracking, that can be pretty expensive. The cheapest option I have seen for hand tracking, at least that's a decent one. I can't remember if there's any actual free ones. The one that I used, which was the cheapest, was webcam motion capture receiver or something like that. It was either you pay $2 a month or you buy the program outright for like $80. Or you can buy a Leap Motion tracker for like $200, and the hand tracking gets tricky and fucky-wucky. But, I mean, I do want to get back into it. I might just need to set up my Xbox Connect. Apparently that's a very common one for full body tracking for VTubers. All I need is an adapter cable and to set it up with the proper space. Unfortunately for my current studio, I don't have the proper space. Oh god, thank you, Rainy, for showing us or sharing this with a lot of people, because like people have made that, like have said that before. Even Shy Lily, I covered a video from her previously on this channel talking about this exact same thing, where people are just not being expressive. They're just kind of standing there and giving their commentary, not really looking around anywhere, just not really moving, and it gets boring. So I do try to be a little more expressive. I'm not perfect at it, but granted, I've only been doing this a little time. And I am limited with my means. That said, there's a lot of VTubers that, you know, they could stand to be a little more expressive. I'm not the most expressive, but I also think I'm decently expressive with how limited I am anyways. But yeah, that's kind of it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe for more content, and if you want to join the community, feel free to check out the Discord. I love to voice chat in there, so if you want to ever talk, I'm usually available. Well, in the afternoons.